Jasmine Angelique, and I'm back with another video. So this video is going to be a what are you watching this Sunday, okay? So I typically make these videos, as you guys know, I make these videos every Sunday, or I try to make them every Sunday, especially when I watch something new or interesting and that I feel like is popular. Like a lot of people will probably watch my videos because a bitch be in their feelings. Like I be making videos and I feel like I put out pretty good content. I don't think I'm boring. I think I have a lot of personality. I think it's more to come. You guys are going to really see my personality as time go on, as I become the person that I want to be. Yeah. So anyways, like I said in my last video, you guys, I'm going to insert a clip, which I probably should have said that in my last video, but since I'm doing it in this video, I'm going to say it. I'm going to insert a clip of how my hair actually looked when I first got it done, so you can see what it looked like, and then you see what it looked like now. It's very much sweated out. I actually went to sleep last night. I wrapped my hair and everything. It sweated out in the front, and then it sweated out in the back area of my head. So it is what it is. It'll be going in the ponytail tomorrow. Now that I have that formality out the way, we're going to jump right into this video. So the first two shows I'm going to talk about, I'm actually going to talk about just two shows. Just like I talked about last Sunday, I talked about my two shows that I've been watching. And I actually want to talk about maybe one more thing that I watched, which was this movie called Hip Hop something. It came on BET. Now I've been checking out BET movies, okay, because for some reason that's all my TV been on is BET, because I either been catching up on, you know, the Oval, or catching up on Sisters. And then I've been watching some of their holiday movies. I will say you can go back and check some of their holiday movies out. They're pretty decent. They're giving a Hallmark a run for their money. I don't want to say that BET is the white version of Hallmark, right? But they're really stepping up their game this time around, or these recently. I don't know what it is. I don't know if Uncle Tyler did knock on the door and said, this is what I want you to do, you know, or what. But they've been really stepping up their game. So it was this one movie came out yesterday. It was called Hip Hop something. Hip Hop Bells, Hip Hop Christmas. I don't know. It had the girl, I think she played Cookie's assistant, the real, like, I don't want to use the word ghetto, but she was the real vibrant, a lot of personality. She hung around Cookie. She was her assistant. Not Gabrielle, but the other one. I can't remember her name in the movie. But anyway, she played a hip-hop star who basically has a terrible attitude, a terrible image. But however, she falls in love with, I guess, an old schoolmate, old neighborhood buddy, whatever. Fall in love. She changed her image, blah, blah, blah. But the movie was pretty good. It was kind of funny. It had Raquel Robinson in the movie. If you guys don't know who she is, she played the mama of what's his face in the game, and she played in a whole bunch of other stuff. She played Regina and Steve Harvey Show. That's the first thing I ever remember her being in, but that's it. So that movie was really good. Now we're gonna step and talk about the Oval. First of all, now I already told you I don't like that motherfucking mama, okay? I do not like the first lady because she be getting on my nerves. First of all, she's crazy, and I just hate the imagery of a black woman being portrayed like that. Like, even though I know that it's real, but I just can't get with it. I cannot get with it. So it kind of picks up from where it left off at, as far as she which I found out the lady who slept with the guy in the airport, her husband is not what he's the, like, chief of staff, or he's the press secretary, some shit like that. They were in the office, him and the president was in the office talking, and then I guess she has his assistant knock on the door and was like, you know, announce me or whatever. And the president was like, oh, you're being dramatic or whatever. And then the press secretary was like, well, actually, she's actually doing, what she's supposed to do, which was get announced before she comes into the office, because you don't want the first lady. The first lady, even though she's first lady, she's still not privy to a lot of the information, I guess, the major details that goes on in the world, whatever the case may be. So that was that. But the bitch is crazy, because they actually got into a fight at the end of the episode, which before I get to that part, let me tell you what led up to this fight, because it was crazy. So the whole point of the episode was called a rat's cage or some shit like that. And pretty much they're watching us like lab rats or something like that, right? That's what the girl said, because the brother, he's a pervert. Like I said, he was walking around the White House naked the other day when a press secretary's wife came in there to pick up the first lady to take her shopping, where she happened to beat the lady up in the fucking dressing room, okay? Her brother comes in the room like, I can sneak you out the house. We just got to come up with this plan. So I can't. So anyway, so when she came home, the first lady was in the room chilling, and some kind of way, it's the same day that she got tased, so they're still dressed in the same clothes and everything. Like, it literally picked up where the last episode left off at. So the brother, like, act like you're in pain. So she's laying in the, I guess in their private quarters. When he opens up the door, it's like basically like a couch or something in the area. And she's like, act like you're sick. So, of course that's her dad. So she acts like she's sick. So that she can get sympathy from him. So then he can in turn go question the mother, who was the first lady, and then come to some, they get into an argument, and then they got into a fight and blah, 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 because she wants to sneak out to go see her boyfriend, who happens to be the cousin of the guy she accused of raping her. And not to mention, dude, he went to like I told y'all from the last episode, I hope I'm not confusing, because this shit is confusing to me, honestly. He went to the pharmacy where his girlfriend worked, because I told you his girlfriend was flirting or got something going on with the dude she worked with. They got into a fist fight. He pushed his girlfriend on the floor. It just was so crazy. This show is so unbelievably crazy, and I don't know who decided they were just like, this is gonna be a good show for TV. Like, let's put this on TV. Let's see how it do. Right? The show is just so freaking crazy, and the reason why I'm telling the show so sporadically and so out of order is just because when I'm watching it, I'm just like over sensory load, like overload. Period. Okay. So that was that, right? The butler, which is the father of the guy who the first daughter accused of raping her, was actually the head butler, and he finally told his wife that he actually got fired. Now, I remember they said, like, well, I don't know if you remember me saying, I hope I said it right, that the butler and the son was in a car in some type of neighborhood, and a gun ended up going off, and the gun went through some house, and I guess killed like the pastor of a church or something, because he was in bed. The gun went through the wall, obviously, and then shot him. That was all over the news, but of course they kind of tried to ignore that fact. I don't know if anybody's gonna ever find out who actually did it. They said that they were checking the cameras in that area to see who was in that area, blah blah blah. So it'd be interesting to see what they come up with on camera, if he can be seen in the area on camera, or how are they gonna like get through this that situation. So that's very, very interesting to see. But let me get back to the mama, because that's the whole point of the freaking episode, was that the mama and daddy started bucking again in the White House. I mean, she hit him in the head with a vase. So then he slapped her. So then they rustling and tussling on the bed. The security people come running down the hallway. They come running down the hallway, running past the kids because, like I said, the daughter was on the couch acting like she was dying from being tased hours ago. Okay. So as they were running to the door, the daughter gets up and she sneaks out the front door. So we don't know nothing about that yet. That's gonna be on the next episode. So the wife, she ends up getting away from the husband because the husband is on top of her. Not really just like hitting her, but just kind of like, you know, holding her down because she acting crazy, you know. And this crazy bitch, this was like a scene out of it's a thin line between love and hate, where girl had the bananas and the oranges, and she was hitting herself in the face with the orange or whatever the hell she was hitting herself with the face. This woman started screaming, ah, ah, in the middle of the room, okay, and then ran head first into the wall and passed the fuck out, knocked herself out on the floor. And my mom was just like, I know you lying. Like, I know you lying. You cannot make this shit up. Like, who? Tyler got some imagination for y'all, for real, because I was just like, who runs into the wall? Who runs into the wall? Like that shit was crazy. Like, it looked like when I was watching Jersey Shore back in the day, and the situation got into a fight with Ronnie and he ran into the wall. That's how that shit looked like. I was just sitting there like, you gotta be lying. You gotta be lying. You lying. But anyways, that's that whole episode. That shit was crazy. I'll be back next week to talk about a new episode. On to the sisters. While we're on that, I'm not really gonna talk much about it because I really didn't see much. Okay, so let's see. We're gonna talk. Oh, now I know what the girl do. So she work at a bank. So we're gonna talk about her because she really didn't do anything. She was just in the bank the whole time. So I'm guessing they were getting ready to have a girls' night. That's how the episode talked. They all was like, oh, we're gonna have a girls' night, blah, 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 blah. So the girl who is talking to the gay dude that I told you about, or that we think is gay, or she thinks is gay, but we really don't know if he's gay. And he never really said that he's gay, so I guess you innocent till proven guilty. That's the approach I guess she's taking. That's the approach that I'm gonna take. That's the approach I'm gonna assume that the audience is taking. Even though, you know, he's questionable. She works at a bank, so he comes into the bank and she pretty much tells him, like, you know what, you was going down, and I didn't know if you were aroused or not, or I didn't see if you were turned on enough to want to do something else, because she was like, she wants the dun, and all he was trying to do was lick the kitty. But he said that she assumed, he assumed that that's all she wanted because, you know, that's all she was acting like she wanted to do. She wasn't acting like she wanted the whole sub sandwich, okay? She was acting like she just wanted the mayo spread. I don't know how to say this shit. That's how she was acting. So pretty much, I guess he was like, you know what, go out with your girls. Then you're going to meet me at the crib. Make sure you got a couple drinks in you. And then they're going to get it cracking. So that's going to be on the next episode. That's all I got to say about them. So then the girl who is the lawyer who is actually having an affair with the lady who came to her office that actually asked her to represent her. Nothing really happened. I guess she was asked to represent her. And so she's pretty much forced to do so, because if she don't, then she's going to lose her job, as far as what I can understand. That's what her boss said. They really didn't talk much about, or they didn't have a scene with the dude, you know, pretty much like saying anything. It just was pretty much scenes where it was with her and the woman who was trying to get a divorce. And I still don't know if she knows that lady is the one that's having sex with her husband. I still don't know. I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine. So that's that. So now we have the friend that's a hairdresser, which Dana, I think that's her name. I'm not really for sure what they name. One day I'm gonna figure out their name. I'm probably not gonna figure out their name till second season, if it's a second season, to be honest. But I'm just gonna go by their professions. We're gonna do that, okay? We're gonna do that. So the girl who's a hairdresser, she actually was the one who was approached by the wife, who said, you know, give me 6 months to get my husband back, and you know, and then you can have him if he don't want me no more. So the guy who was married to the woman who came to her, I guess some kind of way, she came and she told him, like, well, you can go see my homegirl, who was the lawyer, who was a divorce attorney. He goes and he's adamant, like, I want a fucking divorce, bitch. She signed these papers. I don't give a fuck what she got to say. I done made my mind up. Bitch, I'm getting a divorce. I told her she only had one thing that she could not do, and that was cheat on me. And she cheated. And I won't forgive her till I forget those stains on her black dress when she came home that night. That's what he said. And I was like, okay. Like, if I was a divorce attorney, I'd be like, oh, okay. Well, let's get these paperwork signed, okay? Because I don't want no problems. I don't want no problems, sir. That's what I would have said. So, anyways, so he calls his wife to come in, and basically she signed the papers, signed to get a divorce, so that shit is over, done and kaput. So he shows up at the hairdresser's house or whatever, you know, to basically tell her, like, I apologize for my wife. She told me she did X, Y, and Z. She told me she showed up at your house, blah, blah, blah. I want to tell you I'm sorry. Then he kissed her. While he's kissing her, old dude that lives with her other friend, Danny, oh, that's her name, Danny, the one who works in the airport. He came over on his bicycle to try to make amends or whatever. Meanwhile, he saw them two kissing, so then he's all up in his feelings. And that's where it kind of got confusing, because the next scene, he came home to Danny and told Danny, as they were getting, because I told you they was going out for girls' night. So he told Danny, like, where that weed at that, you know, we smoked the other night? And he like, and she like, nah, man, you be smoking that weed, like, you got me, you start acting crazy or some shit. And so then that's where it kind of went off at or whatever, because now earlier that day in the airport, Danny and old dude actually had a conversation about the things that happened the day before that, where he basically told her, like, you know, I like you this way. If you were like this way, we would have probably been together. But you pushed me up on your friend before I got to know that, you know, you have a different side to you. Because see, some people think because you're loud, because you're happy, because you're, you know, you seem like that strong woman who got their shit together, that behind closed doors we're vulnerable as fuck, like we're laid back as fuck. And I'm saying that for myself, because she reminds me the most of myself. Like yes, I could be chill too, like like I'm loud, I'm happy, I'm all that shit, but if you get me in a closed setting and I like you enough, yes, I will be your little delicate butterfly, you know, even though I hate butterflies, but that's what I'm gonna say. And that's pretty much what he told her. Well, she pretty much told him, like, well, that's all cool and dandy, but we cannot move forward because you already had sex with my best friend, or one of my best friends. So that was him actually going back to try to see, maybe he wanted to apologize, maybe he wanted to try to get back with the other girl. I'm not really quite sure what his motives were, but that pretty much was some of the episode. I thought this episode was really good. I was like, damn, through the whole scene of old dude sitting in the law firm telling the lawyer, like, I want a divorce. I don't give a fuck what you saying. We ain't gotta go to no mediation. I ain't gotta think about nothing. My feelings ain't involved. My feelings is cut off. I told you not to cheat on me, and that's that. And I think, like, a lot of women should take note to that, because women should not be putting up with no good ass niggas cheating on them. But anyway, that's that. Anyways, hope you like this video. Peace. Oh, before I go, I want you guys to like, comment, subscribe. I'm gonna try to talk, I don't know, these videos be 10 minutes long. I'm probably gonna have to start breaking these videos up and just putting out 2 videos, one for one video and one for the next, because I can't sit here and do a 20-minute long video again. But anyway, yeah, like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification button. Yeah, and tell me how you like the video. Tell me how you like the show if you're watching the show. Please, 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 please do. And that's it. So peace.